Hello everyone! Today in this video we are creating a quiz for elementary school students on a working website. We are using the QSM plugin to create test quizzes with a certificate add-on. The certificate add-on will provide the completion certificate for the students who have scored more than the passing marks. So, I have created a landing page to access quizzes on the website. Users or students have to take and pass Knowledge Test 1 to receive the completion certificate. If they happen to flunk the Knowledge Test 1, then what they'll have to do is take the Knowledge Test 2 in their second attempt to pass. The whole website is created using an amazing platform. It's called InstaWP. Here you can build a quick disposable WordPress website in almost no time. You can create an instant WordPress site with a free SSL, automatic domain, and many other inbuilt tools that you can use to test your ideas on a website. All of this happens in just a fraction of seconds. All you really need to do is develop and test. Okay, let's get started. To begin, what you need to do is click on Launch WordPress. Once you're logged in, you have to create a new site. Now you've got to choose the WordPress version, the PHP version, and set a site name for your reference purpose. You can click on Access Now and access your WordPress dashboard. But here we are going to Sites, where I have already created one website. Let's access it. As you can see, the WordPress website loads just at the snap of a finger using InstaWP. It's great. Okay, let's go to the Pages section, where I have already created a homepage and a landing page of the website. Let's start by creating a quiz. Hover over QSM and then click on Quizzes or Surveys. I had already created one quiz, but let's delete the existing quiz and create a new one now. Once you click on Create a Quiz or Survey, the first thing that comes up is to select a theme for the quiz. As you can see, QSM has 4 stunning themes, but for now, let's go with the default theme and click Next. Now, on Quiz Settings, we get the option of the initial setup of a quiz. So here you can set a name for the quiz, you can select what kind of form you are using, what should the grading system be, a time limit, you can set your time. You could also set up if you want only logged in users to take the test or not. All of the settings we've just been through can be changed later on, so don't worry if you miss something out here. Now comes the add-on section. We get to see the most used or most popular add-ons of QSM. Here you can browse for more add-ons, and if you don't want any of the add-ons for your quiz right now, you can just skip this part and click Create Quiz. So this is where we can write our questions. I have prepared a set of questions to save us a little bit of time. Let's start with the first one. After entering all the multiple answers, I am selecting the correct answer with 10 points, and I'll be giving negative marks to the wrong options just to get more competitive scores. Let's mark the question as required so the questions can't be skipped. On the right-hand side, we can see the drop-down. You can select an option out of these based on the nature of your question. For now, let's go with multiple choice, then click on Save Question. Let's create one more. Let's take a question from our question bank. This time we will select the number question type, so the system will only take the number as input. Let's mark this as required. After adding answers and points on the correct answer, click on Save Question. I'm going to fast forward the rest of the steps and add questions in to save us a bit of time. So now that all the questions are saved, we need to set up contact field. This section will enable us to collect the username and the email address that we will be able to put on the certificate. Start to do this by clicking on Add New Field. Let's take small open answers for collecting the name of the users and label it as a full name and select Usage. Now, let's mark this field as required so that we could have the correct data for our certificate. Now, click on Add New Field and let's take Email in the field type. Label it, then select the usage. Let's mark this as required too. Now, click on the Save Contact field. Let's check the Options tab. In the Options tab, you can control most of the features of your quizzes, like the grading system, the score round-off, progress bar, and loads of other things. So a few things you can do here. You can select if you only want logged-in users to take the test. You can choose how many questions you want per page. You could set the timer in your quiz. You can set a limit on the number of attempts that users take to pass the quiz. You could set if you want to show random questions. Along with these, there are a lot of other amazing options that you can use to control your quizzes too. If you play around with the Options tab, you'll see different variations of outcomes. Here we have the animations as well. You can check these out. Once all the setup is done, click on Save Changes. Now let's customize our certificate. Let's enable the certificate first. Then you could write the title for your certificate. I've skipped this step because my certificate background has the title. Let's create some content for the body of the certificate. As you can see, we could use the personalization tags present on the left-hand side while creating a body of the certificate. If you wish to show a logo on your certificate, then you have to paste the URL here. To get the URL, open the Media tab in a new window to upload the media. To upload the media, you have to click on Add New. Then click on Select Files. Your window will open where you can see your file. Select the file and click Open. Once you have done that, your file should get uploaded in the media library. Once uploaded, open the logo in Media Library. At the bottom right corner, you can see the URL and an option to copy the URL. Now paste this URL to the logo of your certificate. In the same way, you could set up the background of the certificate. However, to create a background, you'd have to use a tool like Canva or Photoshop, and you'd upload it in media file. Then you'd copy-paste the background URL to the background image section. Then you'd click on Save Settings. Now we have to embed the certificate in the results page and email report. So, the way that you do this, you copy the certificate values to embed in our results page. Click on Results page. Let me edit the text that should show up on the results page. You could use template values for personalization from the bottom right corner button. Let's add the condition on which this message should show up. Here in this test, we are taking 40 points as a passing mark. Anyone who has more than 40 would receive the completion certificate, and anyone who scored below 40 will have to take a retest. Now, once everything is ready, click on Save Results Pages. Let's go back to the Certificate tab and copy the certificate value that we will embed in the email, and then click on the Emails tab. Select the condition when the email should trigger. Customize the email as per your wish and will, and customize the subject line. Once you've done all of this, click on Save Email. Now we can go ahead and publish the quiz. Since our quiz is ready, let's connect it to our website. To do that, go to Pages. Let's add in a new page and let's name it Knowledge Test. Here we have to add a short code. So to get the short code of the quiz you have created, hover over QSM and click on Quizzes or Surveys. Once you've done that, click on the shortcode icon in front of the quiz you have created. Copy the kind of shortcode as you want and paste it into the new page you've created. Now click on Publish. Let's go back to Pages and check if our shortcode is working fine. Once done, let's connect this new quiz page to the landing page of our website. In order to do that, what you're going to have to do is click on Edit on the landing page. Select the button you want to use for redirection. Add the URL of your quiz page and click on Update. To save us some more time, I have created one more quiz and connected it to the landing page for the users to take a retest. Now, let's take the test and check if everything is working fine. So the grading system is working great, as we can see that we scored 90 points. Let's download the certificate and see the outcome. It works like a charm. That's all for this tutorial. Until next time, bye bye, stay safe.